welcome back to Fun and Learn with Najat. Today we are going to talk about gardening! Everybody's favorite thing to do at the beginning of a year, especially something like an outdoor event. So, this is what we are currently doing. But, since we live in a cold state, we are doing it a little bit differently from others in warm states, like in Arkansas where we used to live, and now we live in Iowa. So our gardening techniques are going to be a tad bit different because of our area's temperature. So let's start the story of how we did gardening from the start. Okay, so all winter we have been collecting seeds from various places of various types, like from tomatoes, eggplants, chilies, bell peppers. So this is technically what we have, but this is the chilies. We saved some for later, and these are the ones we are currently using. So we have gathered soil that we've had and put them in, I don't know how to say it, like there's so much detail in it, it's hard to explain. So let's just simplify this. We got some soil and put our seeds in them. So eventually they're gonna start growing, but there's not all of them grow all at once, which is pretty obvious. So these are the ones that haven't grown sprouts yet. So what we did is that we took a plastic bag and covered them since they don't need sunlight. The sunlight isn't mandatory yet. But for these have grown sprouts. These have emerged from the ground, if that's the fancy way of saying it. So what we did is that we brought them onto the table since they're since they need sunlight because the plants is like they need to scoop up the sunlight. How do I say this? Okay. So the plants need the sunlight. These don't. We covered them. So these don't need sunlight. We covered them, but these do. So we got them on a table so it comes closer to the sun. So you've seen that these ones are higher than these because they need to gather the sunlight in order to grow. So another extra thing that we did is that we've collected natural fertilizer from all the things that we used from the past. 3 basics that we used are eggs, bananas, and tea leaves, I think. Yeah. So what we gathered is the banana peel, the eggshell itself, and the tea leaves. So those are after we use them, not like, ooh, banana peel them off. Eggshell, duh. So we actually use the things we need, not fresh. They need to be used because, that's pretty obvious. We don't use natural, new stuff. So we took old used stuff. So what you wonder why we took tea leaves, eggshell, and banana peel? Well, the answer is because they have lots of nutrition, vitamin, and healthy things to help plants grow up just like us humans. They need healthy things to grow up, and they need to stay healthy. So we left them out for a bit so they rot. We grinded them, we cut them so they're smaller. Anyway, so why do I keep saying so? This is a curse. Okay, so you see all the bucket thing, structure thing? Like the thing that's holding all the soil and the sprouts. Those are things that cover cakes. Like cake and pastries. Like we've eaten cake and pastries for the last few months, and we have collected them and stored them so we can use them for gardening. Because you can't just take soil and just start growing like messed up. You can't do that inside a house like you do it outside. You need to hold them. So, but also, not just the gathering is important, the area is also important. So you see, we found this small area in our house